stuff to care about? There's nothing on the sides back there, by the way. It's a really awkward thing standing in
My
between.
side's more awkward. I made him take my side today.
Yeah, the wet spot was weird. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you. How do you do?
And I'm Candace Bailey.
Yes, you are. That is your name.
That's
Given
my name. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
On the old program today, Bo Garrett is here live, everybody. Her new Criminal Minds spinoff is called Suspect Behavior. Something I know a thing or two about. What?
I'm always in your shot, and I'm seeing how much space I have to not get in your shot.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm always in your spot.
No,
like,
that's
am
cool.
I,
We
like
can totally wait for the live show to test those boundaries. That makes perfect sense.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we sent Sarah Underwood to a furry convention. There's a dance-off, there's some fetish games, and I don't know if I mentioned it yet, there's a furry Sarah Underwood.
Sexy!
Hi, Sarah.
Today's Gadgetron is brought to us by Chris Hardwick and the Size Small. Toshiba's tiny camera delivers big HD quality.
Poor guy.
Find out how we rate it in just a bit. Bet you can't guess. And then Mark
I bet
Webb
I
here.
can.
I bet you can.
I bet.
You can't.
Well, let's bet again.
No.
Okay.
And then Morgan Webb's here to introduce us to Game Break's new dollar menu. What?
Nothing.
What? We've got 3 indie games that cost $1, including the Safe for Work Baby Maker Extreme Dose.
Extreme. It's safe for some workplaces.
Hey, why don't we play 7 Minutes in Web Heaven?
Oh. We'll get to second base. Actually, I was more surprised that you didn't actually slap me. I thought you were totally going to make
really
contact.
slap you?
For once. Hey, and at number 5 today.
Are you happy?
We got monster trucks. Yeah. Monster trucks make me happy.
Turns out the truck known as Son of a Gravedigger has some sweet-ass moves.
Monster trucks. I don't like it. Everybody's doing parkour these days. I don't like it. And to be honest, it's not that big a deal. I've done that in my Honda Civic like 5 or 6 times. So.
And how many passengers have you killed doing that, Kevin?
Like 5 or 6, I think.
Ding, ding, ding.
Give or take, yeah.
Today's number 4 stars everyone's favorite slightly positive stereotype, the sassy gay friend.
Yeah. Go on, girl. This time he's in Los Angeles to talk March Madness and to book some commercial work.
It's time to talk about basketball. Do you guys watch the Basketball Crazy Times tournament?
Definitely. I actually used to play college basketball, so.
What?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5", 6'4".
Well, I'm 6'5". It's not a competition, but I'm taller. Did you play any sports to pretend you weren't gay when you were little?
I ran cross country.
I ran cross country too. We ran from our feelings.
So bounce it more?
Yeah, bounce it more. Cool.
Do it. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
That's the bounce.
I'm doing great, I know.
This video brought to you by Mia. 24 servings in the palm of your hand. Flip and tip and sip it, you stupid bitches.
That was a well-played game of Sasketball, if you ask me.
Which is the one sport he always gets picked first for.
Well, that and leapfrog.
And at number 3 today, a clip. What? What's that look for? Huh? What's going on over here?
Making sure I was still employed. I'm good. I'm good.
What?
Oh, good night, everybody. Thanks. It was a pleasure. Do I leave this earpiece here, or do I just... Should I finish this? I'll finish this one, and then
Hey,
we'll
we're doing a
be
live
done.
show.
Are we?
Great.
Well, let's do it then.
And at number 3 today, a clip submitted by one of our viewers. And the weird thing is, it's not a genital puppet show.
No. This goes right to my inbox. I would describe this video as King of the Hill meets Salvia.
Dang it, Bobby, have you had your propane today? Propane and propane accessories. Propane is an important part of a balanced breakfast. Dang it, Bobby. This is my truck. Dang it, Ladybird. Where did I put my pantyhose? I thought I fixed that yesterday. Bobby, dang it. Propane and propane accessories.
Okay.
I'm so confused. What are propane accessories?
In this case, it's probably a water pipe. I would imagine.
And at number 2 today, it takes a village.
To lift a truck. Nailed it! He did it. That was good.
Unfortunately, they didn't have insurance.
Yeah, but you don't really need collision when you drive your country's only car. Just to be able... You know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. Our number 1 is next, and to be honest, we hope you've got a dental plan.
Listen, his braces.
Dental plan.
Listen, his braces.
Very good.
Today's ATN features a truck full of fail, but we're curious, what caused the accident in the first place? Tweet us your responses at AOTS #OMGROFLOL. If your response makes us lose control, we will feature it on Friday's show.
Okay, now listen. What?
I won.
I did not realize that was a game. She is winning. Look, no one likes going to the dentist. That's just science. But when your dentists are also amateur rappers, it can make that visit extra painful.
Case in point. New York City's Glassman Dental Care, where the husband and wife dental team will polish your teeth, root your canals, and try to sell you on Invisalign through song.
It's terrible. Here is their ear-grating cover of the pro-abusive relationship anthem, Love the Way You Lie.
Right, because I love Invisalign. I love Invisalign.
I can't believe I'm finally doing it. I've hated my teeth for such a long time. A year from now, I'll be so hot, I'll be in my prime. I'll have a job, I'll have a man, I'll have a great smile.
Hold up, Jake, slow down, it's gonna take a while.
Meet my man, Dr. Glassman, the dentist to the stars. Chase Crawford, J. Hud, who's next? Bruno Mars. He and his wife run this place, and I confide that they're the best cosmetic dentists on the Upper West Side.
What up, I'm Deborah, a maxillofacial architect who'll protect your gums and your smile I will perfect.
If you wanna fix your grill, this is show the way to go. Where the trays, no one will even know, no punky metal bringing me down.
Move. What up, I'm Deborah. So great. So great.
There's one performer there who I think deserves a very special shout out.
If you can't remember her name, don't worry. It's Bedazzled on her scrubs.
What up, I'm Deborah, a maxillofacial architect who'll protect your gums and your smile I will perfect.
That is the one person I have heard in my life who's a worse rapper than me.
I would agree. I'll actually agree. Dr. Deborah's kind of like their old dirty bastard. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I heard a sound effect.
Hey.
One more time.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, one more time. Yes, 3 in a row.
Right.
To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
You can't auto-tune a face. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing it.
Now you've hurt her feelings. Now you've broken her heart, Kevin.
Oh, right.
You can't go there.
Not bad. She shouldn't be in the rap game if she can't take it. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin!
Dr. Deborah, I will throw down.
You guys cheering him on? This is madness in here. You know what?
What?
It's Hooper Ball time!
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that means it's time to sports. March Sadness? No. March Madness! Welcome back to Time to Sports. Today, we're going to find out what fans of collegiate hooper ball are saying about this year's NCAA Showdown. Because we've caught the fever.
We're on antibiotics.
All right, today we've got something special for you sports fans out there. We've just got an awesome sportsophone installed. So let's open up the sports lines. Caller, time to sports.
Hey, I'm Perry from Baton Rouge.
Well, good for you, Perry. So who do you have picked to win this year's NCAA championship?
It's not NCAA. It's NCAA.
Nice talking to you, Perry. Appreciate it.
Sound it out.
All right, I think now we're warmed up. Let's get to some real discussion. Caller, time to sports.
Hey, Kevin, so I picked BYU to go all the way, but then they benched their starting center because he violated their honor code, and now I really don't know.
I'm sorry, caller. What does a college hooper ball player have to do about an honor code? How do you violate something like that?
Well, he had premarital sex.
That's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Go yourself, caller. Don't kid a kidder, am I right, folks?
Mormon schools.
Yes, caller. Time to sports.
Hey, Kevin. I wanted to know how you filled out your bracket this year.
Sorry, my what?
Your bracket.
It's just another prank call. I don't know what's a bracket.
It's where you pick what teams you think will make it through each round of the tourney.
Oh, right. You mean my team picker-outer. Yeah, I have filled that out. Let's flash it up on the screen for y'all right now. And there it is. Wow, that is a beaut. Look at that.
You think that RoboCop is going to win March Madness?
It's a controversial pick, I know, but I do think his Cobra Assault Cannon will give him the edge over the T-Rex.
That's stupid on so many levels.
Okay, thanks for calling. Well, that sound means we've run down the clock. We're now in overtimes. I'm Kevin Pereira, and I'll see you when it's time to sports. Okay, next time we do emails, holes.
I've fired machine guns, I've played paintball with the best, but today I find myself on a crazy safari pursuing some of the wildest animals on the planet because it's Furry Week in Atlanta! Furry Weekend Atlanta is one of the largest furry gatherings in the entire U.S. with over 1,500 in attendance. This wild bunch does everything from a dance competition to a recreation of the Olympic Games, furry style, of course. So how did you find out you liked dressing as a furry?
Well, the first convention I went to was over a year ago, and I really didn't know what to expect, but when I went there, everyone was just so warm and friendly and energetic, and it's contagious. I loved it.
What makes furry different than other die-hard fans and, say, like Trekkies?
This is all our collective imaginations and creativity, rather than what one person says and dictates. This is kind of everyone just working together to make a fun time.
So how did you learn you liked dressing as a furry?
One of my friends let me wear his suit, and I thought it was pretty awesome. So eventually I saved up some money and commissioned Made For You and bought the suit.
How much does a costume like that cost?
Well, mine cost about $1,900, but there are different kinds of fursuits like partials, which is pretty much just the head, the paws, and the feet, and the tail, and those are significantly cheaper, of course.
You feel like you get to have sort of like a alternate personality when you wear these suits?
Yeah, despite the immense heat that comes from wearing them, you can really get into the characters.
Whatever your furry desires might be, there's probably a booth here to meet all of your accessory needs. Now, it's always good to have a nice leather collar for your dog, but, leather cuffs? It's more my style. So they even have furry adult art. Check it out. There is some anal leakage going on. A little girl-on-girl wolf action. Dildos and whips, of course. Looks like the furry is like missionary, not doggy style. I decided it was time to join in the festivities and put together a team to compete in the first ever Fursuit Olympics. There's no point in being at a furry convention unless you're going to join in, so since I'm a fox, I bought my costume.
All
right, first round, fetch the bacon. Whatever team gets the most bacon back to their side wins. You ready, guys?
Yeah! On your mark. Get set. Go!
Okay, 1-0, Team Sarah. Next event, dizzy bat.
Ready, set, go!
Okay, guys, this is it. Final event, musical chairs. If we win this, we get the gold. It's do or die time. Got it? Pause in. 1, 2, 3, win! Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, it's down to me and you. May the best fox win. We came, we saw, we totally kicked some furry ass. So the first ever Furry Olympics is in the bag. And I'm walking away from Furry Week in Atlanta winning. Losers! Losers!
True story. Actually, true story. Scholars say that human-like animals in the classic Disney animation were actually part of what inspired the entire furry movement. Yeah.
Which honestly, we kind of get. The foxes in Robin Hood were hot, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Totally.
Twitter. Everyone has one, and they all stink.
Yeah, except yours. Except yours are great. That one you sent was really... Let's just read them. Let's see. Hicks39 says, does Candace have a sassy gay friend? Nope. Nope, she does not.
Yeah, first off, my name is spelled Candace, and yes, I do have a sassy gay friend.
Oh. That was more sass than I've ever had, so...
I'm so sure.
And then what? I could be a hacker. Sure. Says, Candace, are you still over-caffeinated? Cartwheels are the cure.
Okay. What? Wait, I'm wearing a dress. Oh, that's okay.
Is it that easy? Is it? What? Okay.
And then I almost tripped just walking.
Oh, still graceful.
By the way, do you like my little
Very
Band-Aid?
graceful.
I got hurt.
What did you get? What'd you do?
Actually, I just have a blister.
Oh, well, that's way
It's a
sexier
Hello Kitty
of a story.
Band-Aid.
Yeah. How's the gout coming?
Gross.
I like that. It's just so we have no idea who that is, and you're like, the cartwheels? Sure, I'll do it. Tweet whatever the hell you wanted to do on the Twitter wall.
Kevin, I won't do anything.
Pretty much anything. Oh, that's right. Nothing over 140 characters. Got it.
Still ahead. Bo Garrett is hunting killers on TV, and our first stop is Attack of the Show.
That's right. Chris Hardwick is also here to review a pocket-sized HD camera. So that's something else. Stick around! Woo! Okay.
Did you know that Kevin and Candace are both ninja assassins?
Is this something you read on the attack message boards?
No. It's because they kill me with comedy every weeknight at 7.
This was a total waste of my time. I will just save money on car insurance instead.
Come on. Let the joke sink in. I'm so lonely.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We're going to get to the... All right. TV is filled with murderers, and that's why we need criminal minds.
You may be sealing these women in a building somewhere. A floor, a wall, foundation.
But what about a water barrier? But
Historically, that does indicate a female answer.
No, Scott Peterson.
Fair point.
Maybe he's put them in a container and filling it with cement.
He could be using the old classic cement shoes.
That makes more sense for an ocean disposal.
So what do you think? Disposal site in White River?
I say Fall Creek is a better bet.
Joining me now, Bo Garrett, everybody. Welcome to Attack of the Show.
Thank you very much.
I was just saying that I love the program because it's like, hey, there's a crime, let's solve it. And there's no montage of activating superpowers or getting into psychic cop mode to unravel the mystery.
I thought we did that. You don't see the superpowers?
Not to my knowledge. Maybe I missed the finale where you donned capes and shot laser beams. But
no, I think they scratched that. CBS wasn't a fan of that episode. So no, but we just solve crimes. We just like to get into the minds of the victims and the criminals and try to figure out how something like this would happen. And it's kind of fascinating.
I deal with a different breed of psychopath every day. For you,
Dating.
when you're dealing, and the staff. But look, I'm not throwing rocks, present company included. But with dealing with those psychopaths and those serial killers and stuff like that, do you take any of that drama or that tension home with you, or is it clearly a show and that's
after a glass of whiskey you're fine? You know, it's all good.
As with most
No,
things.
but I did in the beginning when I started researching. I just had never read. I mean, my library now has like serial rapist and I mean everything you could imagine.
Every well-rounded library should. Yeah.
As it should. So once I started reading all of that, I did get nightmares, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and be, terrified that someone's head was in my window. But then you get over it.
Is this a severed head, or that someone was just peeking
in? It was
in?
just this head that would float back and forth. My neighbor, weirdly. No, but it was. I hope he doesn't watch this show.
I hope he does, and I hope that he peeks up past the windowsill tonight.
Watch that show. God. Oh, that's horrible.
That'd be amazing. Then hand you a shot of whiskey. It'd be fine.
That'd be really bad. Anyways, but yeah, no, I don't really take it home with me. I also work with such a great cast and a great crew, and we laugh all the time. And so, we'll shoot a scene, and then, we'll laugh.
You also have a vicious attack dog that would protect you nonstop.
My little service dog. She's not vicious.
she pounced on a stuffed kitty cat that we have here.
Cat.
Like,
what are you going to do?
A stuffed cat. It didn't make any aggressive move towards her. It's literally a doorstop, and she pounced on it.
She's just making sure.
It's okay. I've wanted to kick that cat several times. I heard the dog actually might have saved your life. Is that true?
She did. I was in Vancouver. This is a while back when I first got her, and she had some aggressive tendencies when I first got her, and I had to kind of train her out of it. But she still will bite on occasion. And this guy, so watch out.
But she's a service dog, so you can bring her to libraries and kids' schools and stuff.
Totally.
Okay, fantastic.
Therapy dog. But she...
What, she scars people by biting them so they need therapy?
You totally caught on.
Got it.
That's how I got her certified. No, but I was walking down this street, and there's the Gaslight District has some drug issues, and I'm okay with that because they have cool buildings in that area, which is neat.
Good trade-off.
It is a good trade-off.
Junkies, but look at the architecture.
I was walking, and she was kind of behind me on a leash, and I was listening to music, and she just pulled me back, and there was a guy, and I guess he tried to reach in my purse, or he was trying to get money, and she put him against a wall. And I was just so amazed by the fact that she was doing that. I wasn't even looking at this guy. And he just ran off. He said, I'm so sorry. And he just took off.
Well, kudos. You got the mugger to apologize. That's rare.
I know. Well, he's Canadian.
Oh, of course.
Of
course, yeah.
They're very kind people.
Sorry about that. Eh?
Yeah.
I want to talk Tron real quick. I want to talk Burning Man, too, but we're running out of time.
I heard, okay.
No, let's talk Burning Man. Let's get
into it. Because the way you're doing it is... pretty anti-Burning Man.
What are you talking about?
You have someone picking you up from the airport, correct?
Theoretically.
You have showers.
Perhaps.
You have showers.
Maybe.
That's the key word. You have showers.
I won't remember any of it, though. That's the beauty of it. I will be doing Burning Man right. I don't think you need, you don't need, 7 layers of the desert on your taint to say you appreciated Burning Man. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. You go through these, they have the white storms, the whiteouts.
Yeah.
So you walk through the desert, and all of a sudden, it's just pure white. And I have pictures of my friends going, and they're wearing, bear costumes, because that's just what happens.
Right.
And
it's Burning Man.
It's Burning Man, naked and with fairy wings, and then you see this white behind him, and it's so magical. You want to wash that off?
You described the scene that will be in my motorhome. It will be a wall of pure white and people that are naked and in bear suits. And I will have done Burning Man right. Have you been before, or have you just heard stories?
I was going to go. This is, my sister's been tons of times, and she's always tried to get me to go as my friends, but I'm going to go this year, I think.
So how are you going to do it? Are you going to rough it with a tent?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. My friends built yurts last year.
A yurt?
Mm-hmm.
Is that... What's a yurt?
It's like a little type of teepee thing.
Sounds totally safe during that desert storm, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I will honk my RV's horn at you from the comfort of the shower.
Well, they also took a bus. They hauled out a bus and they built like all these beds and stuff in it. So they had this great old bus that they painted, and it was kind of cool.
Oh, that sounds cool.
You could paint your bus or RV or whatever you're doing.
I hope to stumble across you.
Yeah,
while
that'd
we're
be fun.
Yeah.
In our bear suits.
Exactly. Bo, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Bo Garrett, everybody! Criminal Minds, Suspect Behavior airs tonight on CBS, and Tron Legacy arrives on DVD next Thursday. Stick around, everybody. Chris Hardwick is here with today's Gadgetron. Sorry we didn't get a chance to talk Tron there, but...
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Code. Fail. You lose.
What's going on here? Hey, the news is honestly the only thing that separates us from the animals.
So true. Speaking of, here's furry Sarah Underwood.
What?
Yeah, maybe I went to Furry Week in Atlanta. Maybe I liked it. Maybe I like being a furry. So what? Let's start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Wednesday, March 30th, and here are your top stories. Researchers have revealed nanotechnology that paves the way for electronics that can be powered by your body. The team from the Georgia Institute of Technology said the nano generators they've developed could feasibly generate power from basic body movements and even your heartbeat. They say the new technology is thousands of more times powerful than the predecessors and the first to be considered commercially viable. So no more batteries, no more chargers. Next stop, brain-implanted cell phones. Yeah, are we excited about that? That's a good thing? Okay. No, I didn't think so. After a year of deliberation, Google has finally decided which American city will get the gift of high speed. Kansas City, Kansas. Yeah. The tech juggernaut will be endowing the Midwestern city with a gigabit per second fiber optic broadband, which is 100 times faster than standard high speed. They say that's fast enough to download a full-length HD movie in less than 5 minutes. But despite speculation, Google says this isn't part of their plan to become a nationwide ISP. In case you're wondering, the average US download speed is only 4 megabits per second, which means we're ranked 15th in the world. Yay, America, I guess. I don't know. Sure. And finally, David E. Kelley's reboot of the classic Wonder Woman franchise has been getting a lot of flack before it's even aired. Critics have targeted the show's tone, script, and premise, so the show is making some changes, starting with the costume. When the first images of Adrienne Palicki as Princess Diana hit the web, fans were upset that her leggings were too shiny. Now new photos from the set revealed Wonder Woman with a refined getup, darker leggings, more visible stars, and her traditional red boots. This pilot still has a chance as long as the Ally McBeal dancing baby doesn't show up, right? You on board? All right. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now over to you guys.
Let me look at your tail. Oh, God. She's coming this way. Candace, just read the words.
Okay.
It's good.
The iPad is... Ooh, they're going back into the special area. The iPad is definitely a magical and revolutionary device, but we just use it to play games. Who's got something fun that's just... If you already own an iPad or were lucky enough to get your hands on an iPad 2, here are 3 of the hottest new games to show off that gadget. Along with 60 new levels and much better 3D-ish graphics, Angry Birds Rio adds plenty of new features to make it a true sequel to the hit casual game. Instead of crushing evil pigs, you launch Angry Birds at new targets including caged birds and troublemaking monkeys. The gameplay is pretty much the same. Pull back the slingshot, aim, and launch your bird.
As an extra challenge, some stages have a hard-to-reach or hidden golden pineapple, similar to the golden egg from previous Angry Bird games. But the best new addition is the boss battle, which ups the difficulty with a moving target you must hit multiple times to advance. For now, there are 2 uniquely themed episodes to play, but Rovio promises more will be added throughout the year. Even without the extra content, Angry Birds Rio is the most fun you can have with $3 in the App Store. But to truly demonstrate the sheer power of the iPad, download Real Racing 2 HD. There's a reason Apple features this game in their commercials. It plays great and looks even better on an iPad 2. The accelerometer-based steering controls are surprisingly accurate. To make the game easier, there are options for auto acceleration and brake assist. Earn money and reputation points by winning races. Then spend those winnings on car upgrades and use your increased reputation to access harder tracks. Real Racing increases the realism with accurate physics and cars that take on damage when they're hit. There's also local multiplayer and online play, which gives Real Racing nearly unlimited replay value. And coming soon, Real Racing 2 will be the first iOS game to support full 1080p output to your TV. One more reason to stop buying expensive console games. Get it now for $9.99 in the App Store. When you're ready to slow things down a bit, step into the world of Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery. This 8-bit touch-based adventure is like no other game you've ever played before. But that's not to say there aren't clues to uncover, puzzles to solve, and monsters to slay. The controls are pretty straightforward. Tap to move and double tap to interact with people and the environment. Half of the fun of Sword and Sorcery is discovering how to play this game, but here are some quick tips. To raise your sword or enter battle mode, simply tilt the iPad vertically. Try interacting with anything that seems out of place. It's probably a clue or an item you can pick up. And don't be afraid to experiment. Some of the puzzles require you to think outside the box. Then brag about your conquest by tweeting your victories and encounters. The game's stunning visuals and haunting soundtrack are a real treat, and headphones are recommended. Sword and Sorcery is $4.99 and worth every single penny. Get it now, right now, in the iTunes App Store. 3 great games for one awesome tablet. Sure, you could use it for work, but where's the fun in that?
Who's got something fun that's just 3 inches long? That's right, it's Gadgetpron.
Toshiba is cramming the highest definition video possible right into your pocket with the Camilio S30. At only 3/4 of an inch thick, you'll be able to record 1080p video or snap 8-megapixel stills anytime, anywhere. The 3-inch touchscreen makes it easy to do so, while the SDXC slot means you can shoot up to 10 hours of HD video. So pick one up for $150.
Welcome back, Chris! Foxy Man-ish.
Did I not do this right?
No, Chris, it's supposed to go in the back.
Oh, that explains why people were crying.
Toshiba made this camcorder. Pretty damn portable, super light at only 4 ounces. You're a freak. Just a little thicker than the smallest flip cam. So do you think it feels cheap?
Well,
don't touch me with that foxy thing. I don't know where that's been.
First of all, I think, I mean, it does feel a little plasticky, but you know, again, it's so light that you don't even notice that it's in your back pocket.
Yeah.
And it actually, it's a little bit firmer than you think it's going to be, so it works out pretty well.
It's so much lighter than my phone, even.
It
looks like
yeah.
it would be a lot heavier.
It's only a few ounces. No, they did a really good job with that part of it.
Now, does the 3-inch touchscreen make it easy to use?
It's not too bad. Kind of have to give it a poke or two to make it work. For the most part, it's just fine. Sometimes you don't know what icon is what, though. Look at that. What are those? I don't know. That turns on a light bulb? Who knows? So what you'll have to do is dive down into the menus to see what each of them actually does.
You get more features than the flip cam, like slow motion video, macro lens, and an LED light.
It has a mind of its own. I can't control it. It's not me. These are really cool to have. You can actually change the mode from portrait to landscape so you won't lose focus as you get close to your subject. Slow motion is fun to fool around with, but it zooms all the way in and totally lowers the quality, so we're not 100% sure why this happens. There's also an LED light,
Looks grainy.
there he is. No, Tim just looks grainy. This LED light on the front here, you can see, is super bright right there. So maybe a little too bright for the people that you're shooting. So you just got to keep that in mind.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, it's just flaring off the thing.
Hurt my eyes.
Yep.
Now, we all know what my favorite part of prawn is.
Is it me? Is it me? Is it my front tail?
Well, I was going to say, how's the video quality?
Oh, yes, of course. That's actually pretty good, too. That's actually pretty good, too. Normal light looks great. Colors are bright and accurate. And it doesn't really, overexposure isn't really too much of a problem. So you might see a little bit of trailing when you're moving around, but that's not too bad. Low light footage also looks pretty good. But you can see right there, like up close, it's just catching all the flare from the back there. That's the new Web Soup set. I know.
Hey, Web Soup.
Guys, we got a set. We actually have a set. But half the time you'll get sort of weird dead pixels floating around and a little bit of grain when you're shooting in really low light. But that doesn't always happen. But the fact that it does happen is a little weird.
Okay, well, you can buy it for $150 and get a free SD card on ToshibaDirect.com. So what's our rating, Chris?
Well, I think, especially because of the price, if you take that into consideration, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. We really do like the design and the video quality.
4 out of 5. I never would have guessed.
Never would have guessed. But that's the first 4 out of 5. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not.
No.
But 4 out of 5. So that's the Toshiba camera. But here is a bonus review, y'all. Web Soup is back, and it's getting 5 seals of approval from me because I control this segment, and that's how government works. It's going to look a little something like this.
Coming up, oh my sweet merciful God, it's the triumphant return of Web Soup. Chris Hardwick brings you hot thigh slap in action. A big burlap sack filled with fails, plus some super drunk local news.
We were thinking we were pretty good.
All that, and one of our most disgusting things you can't unsee yet. It's the season premiere of Web Soup. Coming up next, right after Attack of the Show.
Is coming up right after Attack.
Yes, and I will be live tweeting the show. I'm so excited to be back. It has been forever, so I'm super excited. Follow @WebSoup for Twitter for me, and I'll say stuff on there in text form. Whoa!
I'm excited. I'm going to follow you.
You don't seem that excited.
Woo!
That's excited right there. That is exciting.
Coming up, Morgan Webb talks Baby Maker Extreme 2. It's not sex ed, it's today's game break. So stick around.
The feed is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Visit progressive.com today.
Baby.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. The Office's Rainn Wilson will be here to kick crime's ass with a surprisingly violent new movie, Super. Then WTF? It's animal roleplay. This erotic fetish involves people acting like animals, and Mistress Justine will be here for a live demo. And before you buy a Bluetooth device, you better watch our Bluetooth headset and speaker rapid fire on Gadgetron. See it tomorrow.
All right, get out some singles. We've got cheap indie games coming up right now. It's an epidemic.
My luxurious tail.
X plays Morgan Webb, everybody. All right, let's get into this. There are a lot of cheap indie games on Xbox Live right now.
There are a lot.
Yeah, and most of them are just absolute wastes of hard drive space and bandwidth.
That is true.
Yes, but some of them are just $1, and they're not complete wastes of hard drive space.
Exactly. This first one I know that is something that you are fond of.
I am. Baby Maker Extreme 2
Yes.
from Stegosaurus Games. We actually reviewed the original Baby Maker Extreme. What is new and improved this time around?
Well, you can have avatar babies.
Yes!
And you can have jackets for your baby.
Why baby jackets?
So you're like a newborn baby and you get ejected from your dear mother and you're...
Ejected. You get vaulted from the womb. I like that.
Exactly. That's what contraptions are for, right? And you gotta bounce and hit the objects that are highlighted so that you can kind of get a boost and you can go further. It's fun. It's a novelty.
A fun novelty. And it looks like there's
99 cents.
There's different levels now, which is nice.
Yes.
In case you're having a birthing in a theme park or
exactly.
Well, that's the hospital level.
Virtual world.
The baby has a barbed wire tattoo. That's not cool.
It's a tough baby.
But do they etch it in the womb? That's weird.
It's the latest technology. It's all the rage.
I get. I'm not up with the baby making these days. Next is can you handle 2 at once? Which yes, and it sounds like the game I've been dreaming of. So
Yeah, for 99 cents, 2 hot women come to your house.
Go on.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
It's
Whoa,
actually.
what?
Yeah. You're going to be disappointed. So basically, you have to play one game with one hand and one game with the other hand.
What? Oh, so you're playing 2 mini games at the same time with one controller? Or-
Exactly.
Wow.
And it kind of makes you like a little bit sick. And not because you're nauseous, but because you're so frustrated and amped up and
So it sounds like $1 for an excuse to need therapy.
Exactly.
Okay.
By the end, I was like, oh, I hate this so much. I can't stand it. Some combinations are worse than others.
Oh, great. That sounds like a rousing word of support
It
there,
actually
Morgan.
is. It actually is kind of a lot of fun, and it's interesting because you think that it should be easier than it is.
Right. Okay, that's
You're
cool.
like, I can do this. I just got to move the guy back and forth.
Nope. All right. Well, finally, we have from the creators of Try Not to Fart, one of my favorites. It's called Lazy Gamer.
A varying success.
Yes.
Yes, Lazy Gamer. So you're sitting on this couch and you're trying to avoid objects that are flying at you, but you really don't want to move that much because you're enjoying a rousing game of Battlefield.
Oh, so
or
you
something.
lose energy when you move?
Exactly. So you only have like a certain energy bar, and you've got to avoid all the things that are flying at you. The real fun is that your mom's constantly yelling at you, and about like putting foot cream on, and you're like, oh no.
This looks terrible.
It's actually.
but I'm sure it's a lot of fun. These games are.
This is actually my favorite of the 3.
Of course it is. Of course it is. All right. That's I like that. $3, you got 3 different gaming
Yes,
experiences.
exactly.
And you want to hate yourself when the whole thing is over.
Oh, you guys have to try 2 at once. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you think. I want to know if I'm alone.
Out of context YouTube clip. Morgan Webb, everybody. Thank you and your furry tail for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys can download each of these games for $1 on Xbox Live. Go get them.
Good show today.
I think a great show. Nay, a great
Fantastic show. Thanks to Bo Garrett, Chris Hardwick, Morgan Webb, Furry Sarah Underwood, and G.E. Smith.
You guys should stick around and
watch Web Soup!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.